Is visible, right?
Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Shall I start?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello everyone. This is Riyabrata Mondal. I am presenting this presentation, that is research and development of new concept of energy supply system applied to Mars. And I'm basically doing my masters in Germany, and I'm interested in space technology. And currently, I'm working on e-bikes or e-autos. Yeah, and so I'm very much interested in space technology, and that's why I got this opportunity for the Space Habitat event. And thank you, Professor Julio, for taking me as a part of this program. And so as we continue, so this according with my presentation, I would like to introduce about my presentation, that is how we get this energy supply system in Mars. And for a big like for huge energy we need a huge installment, right? And so we observed that over the period of time the installment of solar panels has got cheaper and it is getting more efficient, because more advancement of solar panels has taken place, and that is the power generated from this panel is mainly focused on sunlight. But the fact is, like the Mars is not a suitable planet for solar power, because it is located far from Earth, and the sunniest spot on Mars only receive about one third of the energy that is received by Earth's surface. And many advances and things have come into this for the power generation in Mars. And the things that has gained the most attention is like the nuclear power. And the second most that is research is going on, that is power from the space, so which is the flow of our talk for today presentation. So the power from space, how we can get generate power from space. And as you can see that if we place some, for example, if we place a solar panel in space, then we can get there is no boundaries, there is no limitation for for the solar panel, because over there in space it can get 24 into 7 light from the sun. There are no days and night. And moreover it is like 11 times more intensity is there in space than it is on Earth. So many research work was done regarding this thing, how we can get more power from space related to Earth. And I think the same thing can be applied to Mars also. So we can apply the same technology also for Mars, but in a different way, in a more convenient way, or a bit modified way. So the modification and the development, what we can do regarding that, I will talk about that in my presentation. And one more thing that is very important, that is the concept of space-based solar power was first imposed by Russian rocket pioneer Konstantin T 100 years ago. So after that, this was not much looked into it, because we don't have that much need for power generation in Earth, because we have a lot of alternatives to this technology. And if we think particularly of this thing, the power from the space, it's quite harmful, because we have a huge atmosphere and the power from the space would come to Earth through this atmosphere only. So it is not a very eco-friendly process. So next is the solar power from space. I will show you. So this normally diagram pictorial representation of how it is being sent. So the main focus of the ESA was that to by ESA to collect the energy from space from the solar panels and send it to Earth. So here is a pictorial representation of that. So the incident solar radiations from the sun, it is very high than on Earth. So we can if that sun rays can directly fall on that or being captured by the solar panel in space, and these solar panel are then converted into some microwaves. And so for first this solar panel get the or capture the sun energy or solar energy from space, and after that this satellite, what it does is it sends that energy to Earth. So the solar panel take the energy from both the panels. It come to the machine. The machine then convert the energy uh, to microwaves, and through microwaves this is sent to the Earth. But even if we do that in Earth, the high beams of microwaves can cause some climatic errors. And yeah, it can cause some climatic errors. Also it can cause harm to the birds and many things coming in between the satellite and our Earth. So that is not a very effective way. So not much development was done on this field. And as you can see, like this beam is coming to a platform or a station where the energy is utilized. So my thinking is like we can use the same technology in Mars. So this is the view from the above. Like you can see that there are a lot of large mirror. Okay, and so this is the modified version. So what we can do is like not capturing the sunlight on the solar panel in space. We can do is like we can focus the sun ray. For example, if we use so this is a better you can understand better on this. So this is actually like a this is a, yeah, it's a convex lens, and on this lens the sun rays are falling, and like a magnifying glass we can then magnify that, we can magnify like the huge sun rays can be magnified to a point on Earth, and this is actually harmful on Earth, so we can try this on Mars. So like that, so the sun rays are coming and if falling on that mirrors, and this mirror are then reflecting it to this final mirror, where this mirror will then send the light intense light sun rays directly to the earth surface. So this is actually the diagram of how the satellite should look like, or how the glass and how it should be positioned. So the methodology of this is like uh, is based on the geo satellites. We The geo satellites are the satellites that revolved around the Earth on a fixed line, and same as on Earth, we can do that this thing on Mars. So there will be a geo field, like a magnetic field on which we can send the satellite, and it will keep on rotating on above the Mars surface. So the next part is that we can do is like the space orbiting the satellites that convert sun energy into current when are into not converting into radio waves. They can convert this same thing, like not converting into any microwaves. We can directly send the sun rays to the planet, because I guess like if we send sun rays, intense sun rays to the planet, it won't harm much, because there are not much diversity or not biosphere in the Mars, and also the atmosphere is also thin, so it is very much easy. It can be transmitted easily. So then after that, yeah, you can see the diagram here. So this is how sorry, this is how the this is how the satellite looks like. So we cannot make a huge mirror, so we can use small mirror and make a big mirror for reflection. Okay, and so this reflection will fall on this disk, and it will finally reflect back to Earth. But the difference is like it won't be a microwave ray, it will be direct sun intense ray. So the sunlight only with the intense power, like here we can see it is sending the sun ray, and these rays can then be collected on these modified devices. So these actually a part of the space station, and these are the receivers. These are the receivers, and these are the radiating films. Like these are like solar panels, and also it is a radiated films that can radiate the extra power or the harmful, because it's a high intense sun ray. So it can yeah, it can radiate that high intense sun rays to the space station. So what is my thinking is like we can send this sun rays directly to the planet. which can then be collected by the receiver. And as you seen in the figure, there are three zones, right? So this is the first zone because it's like a magnifying glass. If you put a magnifying glass, then there is a spot. So this is a hot spot or the first zone, and then we have the second zone. So the first zone is very much effective. So we can collect this power from the receiver. So this is actually a uh, concave concave mirror, and this concave mirror will not reflect the light back, or like it will absorb the light, whatever is coming from the convex mirror in the satellite. And so the first zone is very crucial. So this power from this is fully utilized. The second zone is a little bit colder than the first zone, but yeah, we should precautions shall be taken that second zone also lies in the receiver. But because it is coming from such a huge distance, it will have some scattered lights. So that's why I marked that as a third zone, and this zone may fall in the space station. So as I told in the my previous presentations, like we can use the multi-layer or thin film technology of the solar panel in the covering the shield of the space station. So we can cover this space station with the solar panel. Like here also we are using the solar panel because the huge intensity light is coming directly on the receiver. So the extra light that is, for example, this is the surface where the extra third zone lies. So this third zone will also lie in the, because it's a huge area of reflected lights, and this can be used as a heating purpose, or as a uh, heating up the solar panels. So that is my prototype. And yeah, here is a briefing of that. So the solar disk, as discussed, from the space can use the space satellite as the sun rays are stronger, and that similarly to the earth model, we can use it on the Mars. And this rays falling on the receiver, on this receiver can then send this extra or the more, the intense power to the e-hub or the battery hub, as I told before in my previous presentation, that we can send this extra power to the batteries, or we can charge batteries with this extra power, and the rest can be focused on the solar panels. And also this extra power can be useful, because it is radiating from the I told you, as it is radiating. So this radiating power from the fins can also be used to to as a to help the inhabitants, or to protect, or to yeah, in the freezing nights, because at night the temperature is very low. So we can use as an alternative power, as keeping the station warm, in the extra power. So some important parameters also should be taken care. So I mentioned these things. The distance of the satellite from the surface, it varies from planet to planet, but on Mars it is a plus point, because the atmosphere is not so thick, and so the satellite can have a minimum orbiting distance, or the orbit can be set at a close proximity. Therefore, the Martian surface, which will help in the effective transmission of energy from the sender to receiver. The receiver is made of concave lens, so center of the attention should be in the core zone. As I said you, like the focus or the focal of the beam should come on the core zone, that is a zone 1, or the center of the concave lens. And third thing is, the receiver should be made strong enough to handle the load of the receiving beam, because the beam strength is too much. And we should also, so the 3 points should be kept in mind, because the third point is all the points are very important. The third point is also important, because if we send such a huge beam, maybe it's like 11 times the power of the sun intensity that is coming to earth. So that's a huge power, it can burn, or it can, like it's like a laser light. So it can burn or cut some metal pieces also. So the receiving station should have a modified alloy based, or a ceramic, maybe ceramic receiver, to withstand the high energy of the intense beam. So the conclusion is, like, the solar panels that are set on space, maybe you have a question like, how will such a huge mirrors can be set up on space? Because the answer is simple, because if we send small mirrors, and the mirrors can then be open up as an umbrella, with connecting one another, and then we can have a huge umbrella or a canopy like shape. So so these solar cells, or like that mirrors, can then collect the energy directly from the sun without any interference, because yeah, in the space there is nothing but vacuum. So the input will be huge, and obviously the output will be huge. So the uh, this works in Mars, basically because we have no no, like there is no plants or animals in Mars. We can use this thing, for the initial stage maybe, or like in a more protected or in a more confined way, because I think it will harm the planet. And that's it. So that's my plan for the Mars, for a more energy efficient supply chain. And these are some of the reference I've taken for this presentation. And thank you very much. And thank you, SHE, for helping me to take part into this presentation.
Hey, thanks, Mondal.